Oh man, oh that's strong. How's it going, people? This is RD Lopez of the Philippine Daily Inquirer Motoring section, coming at you fresh from our awesome intense drive in Las Vegas with the latest iteration of the iconic Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, which is going to find its way to the shores and highways of the Philippines on the fourth quarter of this year. I'm so excited. You got to watch this. So it's not very often that us motoring journalists get this kind of opportunity to be flown to a faraway land and, get to drive the car of your dreams, one of the cars of your dreams. And it happens to be an all-time American supercar icon. That's Chevrolet Corvette. It's been around since the 50s. And wow, it's really built to go head-to-head with the best of the best European supercars out there, like, Lamborghini and Ferrari. And, up to modern times and its current iteration, it is definitely something that would give the European brands, the European supercars, a run for their money.
All right, so coming at you straight from what's this? Spring Mountain Motor Resort in Nevada. And yep, our day started with the Corvettes. We got C7s out there, and I don't know, maybe hoping for some seat time on the ZR1. And it's a beautiful day. Excited to get some seat time on the Corvette.
First and foremost, of course, we received professional instruction from the top-rate instructors of the Mountain Springs Motor Resort. And, safety first, of course. With our helmets, with a little bit of initial instruction, we got our first familiarization run with the Z07.
Okay, first exercise for today. I'm gonna take the car through some ovals, get a good feel of it, and they're going to require us to do paddle shifting, so it's this best opportunity to get the feel, the balance of the car, the power, and they're going to teach us how to, take on the corners. One of our colleagues is actually going around, right? Got 5 minutes of that, and so actually it's plenty when you're in a Corvette. That's just right before we get a good taste of what the track would feel like in a Corvette.
Of course, the ZR1 was there, 750 horsepower. ZR1 with the fantastic ground effects, aerodynamic details, a big bucket of carbon fiber. And it's like ready to pounce on you anytime, but that's not what we drove. We just took photos of it and, drooled silently and sighed endlessly. But, we were not shortchanged. They let us have our way with the Z07, the Corvette Stingray. That's what's going to be brought onto the Philippines. After we've gotten a good feel of how it handles, how it brakes, how it accelerates, we were given another an outing, our first outing with a lapping around the track.
Just want to show you what it looks like.
Okay, let's have James, Artie, and George are going to be in these three cars. James, Artie, George.
So 2.2 miles on the first lap. On the straight, I recall us hitting about 120, 130 miles per hour. And the sound was just glorious. It was a roaring monster, but it was pleasant. If that even makes sense. There are a lot of conflicting feelings about how you're driving it. You're both petrified and excited. You're both kind of pushing yourself at the same time, holding back so as not to make a mistake and hurt yourself or, make a big fool of yourself. And and at the same time, really following your group. And during the lap, it was almost unreal because it's a multi-sensory experience. You could feel the rumbling of the engine through your fingers going up your spine, and then the audio barrage of that V8 rumble is just unreal. Plus, of course, the G's. Oh my gosh, the G's. I'm gonna have to talk about how the car handles. The suspension is so workable in the sense that, it is, though I doubt you're gonna drive it every day if you own one. It is drivable in the sense that the suspension is forgiving. It's not too harsh that it chatters your teeth on the up and down, but on the lateral, man, it handles like it's on rails.
Okay, just been through a couple of exercises. It's more like a familiarization with the cars. We drove the Z07, not the ZR1 yet, but yeah, it's exhilarating. This is a beautiful track, and with everything coming together, rumbling sound, the V8, just the handling, the way the car feels, and with all the sights, the mountain range around us, it is fantastic. This is like, we're just getting started. We're not even done with the actual high-speed run on the track, but we, first run on the track, get a good feel of it. The 10 turns on 2.2 miles. That feels great. So here we are. We're going to be briefed once again as we progress to going faster around the track. So yeah, that's it. Back in the classroom. Yeah, and looking forward for more.
We took the turns on maybe, I don't know, 80 miles per hour, sometimes even faster. Of course, slower in certain areas so you won't spin out and get the proper racing line. But the G's, thank God we got helmets on. I found myself smashing onto the A-pillar a few times just because, I'm not used to that kind of. It's definitely a big jump from the Vios Cup.
Okay, second time out on the track, and this time after the familiarization, we're gonna get a little bit more aggressive on the track. We're gonna be following an instructor, 3 drivers at a time behind the instructor, and we're basically gonna do this to learn the braking points, proper shifting, and of course definitely the racing line. So the faster we go, the faster the instructor takes us. We set the pace, and yeah.
That was a rude awakening for me, because I was like, up to here with the kind of adrenaline that it was giving me with doing 175 kilometers per hour on the straight. Now we're talking about 110 miles per hour on the straight on a big block V8, on a slingshot, basically a 2-seat, large aluminum monster that gets your hair standing up on end, because it is the car of your dreams. Just talking about the experience gives me sweaty palms. I'm still, a little bit shaky with the adrenaline. There's a lot of surplus of adrenaline from that experience, and I can't. Woo! Exactly. I am so stoked that my hero car is going to finally make it to the highways of the Philippines, the new Chevrolet Corvette Stingray 4th quarter 2018. I would like to thank Chevrolet Philippines for this awesome Corvette drive and a head-to-toe Chevrolet immersion experience. Once again, this has been Artie for the Philippine Daily Inquirer Motoring section. There's a lot more content to come, so watch out for it. I'll see you.